Hello everyone, welcome to Season 10, Episode 6 of I See Bad Movies. I'm one of your hosts, Dave Keane, and I am joined by the gargantuan, dreadlocked, capitalist nightmare, Emma Spicer.
Wow, that's the worst one you've done.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Most insulting one.
But it does tie in with the film.
It does, but it doesn't tie in with me.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. It doesn't tie in with you. I should have actually been quite nice to you, shouldn't I?
You should have been, yeah.
I know.
It's really, really hot. You could have at least been nice to me.
I notice you're not wearing the neck fan at the moment.
I'm not, because it'll interfere with sound, but I would be if we weren't recording.
It was the funniest thing when I came round tonight and was like, that's a strange necklace. Whoa, it's enormous. It's a whole fan.
It's a handheld fan, but it has got a strap on it.
It's got a strap
on.
So
it's a strap on, yeah.
You're a big fan of that strap-on fan,
but
are you?
if you're busy doing stuff, it's great, because you just have it around your neck, facing your face, and then you're just busy doing stuff around the house.
It's just blowing all over your face.
It's lovely. It's great.
I imagine it is.
I recommend.
Yes, so obviously, moving swiftly on, we are, as you know from the title of the episode, we are watching, in our Vanity Project episode, we are watching the movie Battlefield Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So Battlefield Earth, okay, this is a vanity project of John Travolta, okay, and he always wanted to make this film, apparently, after L Ron Hubbard gave him a copy of the book Battlefield Earth. Now, L Ron Hubbard, obviously being the founder of Scientology and general madman, and, well, I think this whole film is just literally some form of Scientology propaganda, effectively.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just, of course it is. There's no way it isn't. Although John Travolta said, apparently, it's really nothing to do with Scientology, this movie. Excuse you too. You might have picked up on that little beep outdoors. If you didn't, well, there you go. So, yeah, I've seen this movie before a long time ago.
You.
Yeah, I know. Poor me. But, yeah, I'm not imagining that it's going to be good, considering how poor a score and how much vitriol it has had online. I mean, it's literally been voted one of the worst movies of all time.
Oh dear.
It does have 2.5 stars out of 10 on IMDb.
2.5?
2.5.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it might not be harsh, we'll see. It might be quite fair.
It does have some 10-star reviews.
Really?
But there's people saying best worst movie I've ever seen. I'm rating this a 10 for entertainment value. I think people are having a bit of a joke with it, to be honest with you. Emma, would you like me to read out the synopsis of Battlefield Earth to you?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I'm going to read out a synopsis written by CheesyCom.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So in the year 3000, humanity is no match for the Psychlos, a greedy, manipulative race on a quest for ultimate profit. Led by the seductive and powerful Terrell, the Psychlos are stripping Earth of its resources, using the broken remnants of humanity as slaves. What is left of the human race has reverted to a primitive state, believing the invaders to be demons and technology to be evil. After humanity has all but given up any hope of freeing themselves from alien oppression, a young man named Tyler, no he's not, he's called Johnny, decides to leave his desolate home high in the Rocky Mountains to discover the truth, whereupon he is captured and enslaved. It is then that he decides to fight back, leading his fellow man in one final struggle for freedom. Freedom!
They'll never take our freedom!
Okay, slightly racist. I am right here, Emma.
I didn't say it in a Scottish accent.
No, I know. I think you tried,
racist?
but it didn't work.
I didn't try. I thought if I try, then I'll never hear the end of it.
The important lesson is never try. Yeah, it sounds really interesting, doesn't it?
Sounds interesting. We'll see.
I mean, I think this film pretty much put the nail in the coffin of John Travolta's resurgence as an actor after Pulp Fiction. Because, he did Pulp Fiction, and he was like Broken Arrow, Face Off, and Michael, and all those sorts of films.
Yeah. This
happened, and then, I think he really quickly kind of went by the wayside, didn't he? So, well, we'll see. We've got to watch it, and we'll see how it goes, I suppose. But,
You're not optimistic about this one?
No, from what I can remember, I'm really not optimistic about it. We were saying before we started recording that this has pretty much, I think, been our least favourite season so far.
It's definitely been mine, yeah. Least favourite.
Not had many redeeming qualities, the films that we've watched.
No.
I think, Christ, what was the best one out of the lot we watched? Probably in terms of sheer entertainment factor.
I loved... do you think? Yeah.
Just out of entertainment, maybe. But you loved...
Oh, sorry, I was going to say... a different season that I loved.
Oh.
Not an episode in this one. Yeah, because this one for me has been the worst.
Yeah, it's been tough.
Seasons that I really liked were Killer Inanimate Objects. That was a really good one.
Oh, yeah.
And Killer Animals, I think.
Yeah. Maybe you should just find lots of killer things to stick with that in the future.
Yeah.
This season's too avant-garde, I think, going with vanity projects.
Yeah, I don't think we've hit any movies that have been funny... like bad in a good way.
Yeah.
Because that's what we like. We know they're all bad, but I don't know how to describe this to people that don't get it, but we're looking for bad movies, but we're looking for good bad movies, if that makes sense. So we know kind of what we like, don't we? But it's explaining that to somebody else is like... because I think other people that don't get it might be thinking, well, why do you just watch bad movies? Why don't you watch a good movie? And it's like, yeah, but you don't understand how good a bad movie can be if they get it right.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There is a certain note that you can hit, and it's just the perfect note to make that bad movie good. The ones this season have been
bad movies, I think.
And I think that was always going to be the case because they're vanity projects.
Yeah,
true. They're trying to make these really worthy movies.
They're taking themselves too seriously with it, aren't they?
Yes.
And that's what we don't have in the seasons like Inanimate Objects and things like that. They aren't taking themselves too seriously. They know that it's rubbish, I think.
Yeah.
And they have a bit of humour with it, don't they? They have a bit of fun with it.
Yes. And I think the reason why probably The Room was the least difficult one, although it is a terrible film, but he is trying to take himself so seriously, and it is a melodrama.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's trying to take it so seriously and just failing so miserably, I think gives it that quality.
And it's the acting.
Yeah.
And there's no real storyline, and all of the actors are bad in it.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's lots of things in there that do tick the boxes for bad movies. And it's so low budget, isn't it? And kind of what we're used to. Whereas some of the other ones in this season have been a bigger budget and, been trying to really do something. Mm-hmm. And it's just not come off. So, yeah. I
think we've learnt our lesson. Just stick with stupid films.
Yeah.
Killer eyes, killer penises, killer sofas, killer unicorns.
The more ridiculous, the better, I think.
Yeah. But you never know. You never know what might be coming up next.
Yeah.
Because I think
we've got a better season coming, haven't we?
The coming season, I think, is going to have some really high-quality, terrible films.
Yes.
I think it will. I hope it will. Because I mean, we both know what's coming, but I know the movies that are coming better than you know the movies that are coming.
Yes, that's true.
Which is making me excited for you.
We've also got a little special coming up as well, haven't we?
Oh, I know.
In the next few weeks.
Yes, we have.
So that'll be quite good, hopefully.
Yeah, we are getting ready for a little outing, aren't we?
Yes.
Which is going to be really nice. It's our first ever I See Bad Movies outing.
Oh, it is actually, yeah.
It is.
I think we've talked about it before and not done it, haven't we?
Yeah, we've talked about it but never done it. But this is the first time in 2 years.
I know. That's bad, isn't it?
Actually going to get out.
Why did I think we'd done it before? Maybe just we've talked about it and I had it in my head that we've done it before.
There's been a lot of things come out that we're like, oh, let's go do that.
And then we've not, Yeah,
but now we've finally got our arse in gear and done it, which has been...
Well, this one can't be missed, I think.
No, I don't think it can be missed. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to flip the coin.
Yes.
And we're going to figure out if we're going to watch in the good or the bad. That was a good flip today.
It was.
What do you reckon?
I think it might be good.
You are right.
Oh.
We are going to cover the good of Battlefield Earth. So get ready for a short episode, everyone. Right. Are we ready to go watch this film?
Yes. happened to your voice?
Well, that's very interesting that our last episode just went live, and in that episode, when we came back after watching Glitter, I was like, "Hello, Emma, welcome back."
Your voice is breaking.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting proper voice cracks. I'm a real little boy. Anyway, yeah. Well, oh wow, we just watched Battlefield Earth,
didn't we? Oh, it was so long.
Oh,
I'm gonna make a confession here.
Okay.
I'm gonna confess to the listeners. We watched this in 2 parts because it was so long and boring.
We really did. Oh my god.
I couldn't even manage it in one sitting.
No.
I was just looking at the clock thinking we must not have long left, and then we realised we had half an hour left, and I was like, I physically can't sit here and do this.
It was getting close to midnight as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was getting late as well.
It was like, I turned to you and I said, we could just finish this off at a later time separately and then record the normal time next week.
Yeah.
Because, I know we've said before, listeners, we watch the movie one week and then we get together, record the episode the week later because, busy lives. We're so in demand. Busy. So busy. But, yeah. But I
couldn't even get through it.
You finished the film.
Yeah.
I started the film from the beginning again when I watched it again.
Oh, I couldn't. I must admit, I couldn't watch it from the beginning again.
And I was like, you know what?
Watched the bit I'm
going to pay attention. I'm going to take loads of notes. I'm gonna really note it down. And then I found myself, I kind of like, when you're like, when you go out and you're like, I'm not going to drink tonight. I'm going to be really well behaved. And then it cuts to the next morning and you're covered in kebab and, regret. And you could almost like
probably
cut to me
kebab.
being like just scrolling TikTok. The film's still going. Okay.
It was so hard to get through though.
It really was.
I can't really explain why. It was just, I don't know. I think I was bored, and I don't understand why movies have to be. Well, if it's a good movie, I can sit there for 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
But if it's a bad movie, 2 hours is long, isn't it?
It is long.
Really long.
Yeah,
we like
really
about an hour and a half, don't we? Or sometimes just over an hour. Great.
Oh,
perfect.
There was a film we watched which was only like an hour and 10 minutes or something. I can't remember
which one it was, but there was a really
Killer
short
Eye? Killer Eye was really short, if I remember right.
I know we did watch one where we were like, wow, it's like just over an hour. Brilliant. Because we only start watching them late,
It's
don't we?
Catwoman of the Moon.
Oh, was it?
Catwoman of the Moon was really short. And we were like,
I was glad that was short. That was terrible as well.
Feed that into me. But there are so many films we watch, but they could just cut a good half an hour out and you wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, so many scenes have just like put in there to fill out time, I think. Or like stock imagery or footage. Like one of them we watched. Oh, which one was it? The one, I can't remember which movie it was. There was one with a guy and a girl that dated for about they had like a 3-day date. What was that one?
That was Birdemic.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a long scene of him driving to work. And we were like, we don't need you to drive to work for 10 minutes. You can get in your car and then you can arrive at work and we know you've gone to work. We didn't need to watch the whole journey. It was stuff like that in that movie. It was just filler.
Yeah, it was. What I'm looking up at the moment that do movies have to be a certain length for Oscars?
Oh, okay. Well, none of these are getting Oscars, are they? Let's face
I don't know. Yes, movies must be a certain length to be eligible for most Academy Awards, specifically a minimum of 40 minutes. So they don't even have an excuse to make a film over an hour and 30 minutes.
No.
So to be worthy of an Oscar nomination for anything, then it just needs to be more than 40 minutes. So that's a feature-length film.
Yeah.
So why do they need all this filler? They
No
don't.
idea.
Just make a film 45 minutes long, cut all the fluff. I'm talking to you, John
the
Travolta.
The mind boggles, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
Like,
boggle.
what benefit is there to making it really long? Just making us suffer longer.
But you know what that means, Emma? It means you don't have to write too much to make Crank 3 happen.
I'm going to do that by AI, I think, now.
Oh.
Just get AI to write it.
Oh.
We just put in character names. We're going to have Chev Chelios and Trev Chelios, his evil twin.
Oh, yeah, we will, won't we? Yeah.
We're going to have... at some point we were going to have Milo in there, weren't we?
Yeah, I think we were going to have his brain put into Milo.
Oh, yeah.
His evil twin, Trev Chelios, puts Chev Chelios' brain.
He's got to chase Milo around to get his brain back.
Yes.
And then we're going to have some, like, the evil people that did it. And that's it. That's all I need. And
that's
then
it. Just chuck that into ChatGPT.
Yeah, and then it will just write a movie for me.
The only thing is, I'm not a big fan of AI. Do it. Yeah,
I'm going to actually do it just to see if we get a script that would actually make sense.
And you know what? If we get a script that actually makes sense,
we'll read it out.
We'll do it.
We'll do a special podcast.
We'll do a special episode where we'll maybe try and get a few people we know
Yeah.
to sit down and read it with us, and we'll do that. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
You just have to do it now.
I will. I promise.
Emma has been promising to write Crank 3 since
lockdown.
2021.
Oh, was it 2021?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's only 4 years.
It's only 4 years, yeah. Only 4 years
We're
I've been
halfway
waiting
through
for
this
Crank 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, do we think it will happen?
It will happen.
If it happens, Emma,
Yeah.
I will only ever give intros about you which are in a positive light.
Okay. You'll never last.
Listen,
I'll give you 2 weeks.
Try me. All you got to do is just get ChatGPT or DeepSeek or whatever you choose to write that script.
Yeah. Consider it considered.
I am not convinced it's going to happen. I am not convinced. Right. Shall I go through the what happens in this film?
Yes.
Please interject if there's anything that you'd like to discuss before we get to our good topics after this. So the year is 3000 AD. Okay. We start with a lot of humans going into a settlement. They are living way up in the Rocky Mountains, and they're kind of going in for the night.
Yeah.
But Johnny is still out somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like the tribal leader says to a woman, he's brought this on himself. He's probably dead now. Blah blah blah. And she's like, no, he'll be back. Yeah, sure enough. Johnny turns up. He's back. Okay.
Of course
but he was off getting medicine.
Yeah.
For his father, and then his love interest says, "Oh no, sorry, he died." Oh, okay. Johnny's upset. Johnny's upset. But then, in a moment, he's not that upset because they end up in a they live in a cave, or they live in a series of caves or whatever in the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
And they're telling tales about the demons that rule Earth. But Johnny is in doubt about these stories, and he's like, "This can't be true." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And they describe him as, and I didn't understand this at the time, but they describe him as a greener, and I thought they meant what is he special because he's got green eyes or something, and not many humans have green eyes now or something. But no, then later in the film he says, "Oh, they call me a greener because the grass is always greener. He's always looking for something new, and he's an adventurer. We gotta love Johnny Goodboy. I mean, his name is actually Johnny Goodboy Tyler. That's why they called him Tyler.
Oh, okay.
I knew his name was Johnny, and I was thinking, why are they calling him Tyler in the synopsis? But yeah, it's Johnny Goodboy Tyler.
Okay.
What a name! How does a name like that,
Is
Johnny
Goodboy actually one of his names?
Yeah. How does a name like that last to the year 3000 in a society that's broken down to a primeval state almost? Primeval? Would you say primeval?
Is, I guess they've. So although this is in the future, they've sort of gone back, haven't they? Yeah. In terms of what's the word I'm looking for?
They've regressed in terms of humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's it's. There's a few things that happen in the film that I thought were actually quite clever with the regression.
Yeah.
But it kind of ends there with the good things a little bit, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Johnny doubts all these stories, and he decides to ride into the lowlands to try and find some more information. And he's like, whoa, everyone's like, don't go into the lowlands. Or possibly words to that effect. Now, when he's traveling, he bumps into two hunters, one called Carlo and one called Rock, and they take him into Denver. No, not Denver. They take him into a city. Denver comes later. Sorry. There's a reason for that. But they take him into a city, and they sees it all desolate and overgrown, and they end up in a mall as well, and they're like, this is what, they describe statues and things like that. When he sees a really big statue, they say, "Oh, those were the gods."
Yeah.
The statues are statues of gods that were punished by the other gods for loving humans. So when you see a big statue of something, that's a god. But then when they see mannequins, they're like, oh, those people must have really pissed off the gods because they've been frozen like that.
Yes.
And, I suppose I'll probably expand on that a little bit later when we talk about the good stuff, because I kind of liked all that.
Yeah.
Now, while they're exploring this kind of mall, they're attacked by this really tall humanoid figure. They shoot one of them, but it's like a stun gun.
Yeah.
And Johnny and Rock run away, but Johnny runs down some stairs to, like, well, I think they must be broken down escalators or something.
Yeah.
But Rock is like, oh no, I'm not going to run, I'm going to jump down. And he lands about 30 feet down and breaks his ankle. So then whatever's chasing them just kills Rock because that's no good to him anymore.
Yeah.
And Johnny calls his horse, and the horse rides in. They shoot the horse. It's a stun gun, so the horse isn't killed.
Yeah.
But then Johnny does get stunned himself, and it turns out that the demons are actually a cruel alien race called the Psychlos. Now, Johnny and Carlo are taken as slaves to a base in the ruins of Denver. This is why I said Denver, but no, Denver is a little bit further away.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think Denver's near the Rocky Mountains.
I have no idea on.
So I think the
American
Rocky Mountains
geography.
are down the west coast, and isn't I can't really remember where Denver is.
My knowledge of American geography is shocking.
Yeah, my only knowledge of Denver is that he's the last dinosaur. Denver, the last dinosaur. He's your friend and a whole lot more.
I'm not sure that's the same thing, David.
No, I don't think it is. But do you remember that cartoon?
No.
What? Did anybody else listening remember the cartoon Denver, the Last Dinosaur?
Was it in the 70s? Because I wasn't born until the 80s.
No, it was the 80s. 80s, early 90s. He wore a Hawaiian shirt. He was called Denver. He wore a Hawaiian shirt. He was the real American dream.
I'm going to look him up.
Look him up.
I don't remember that at all.
I might have got the theme tune wrong, but that definitely was like Denver, the last dinosaur. I think it went like that. I've got a memory.
Okay.
So anyway, the base is covered in this enormous dome, and this provides the Psychlos with a breathable atmosphere, and the humans can't breathe when they land. So, but the Psychlos give them these little sort of breathing apparatus.
Yeah, they look like kind of like leads of earphones, don't they?
Yes, yeah.
Hanging off their noses, though.
Yeah, they're like nose phones or
nose
whatever.
Phones, yeah.
But Johnny shows a little bit of resourcefulness. He recognises really quickly that these things are going to help them breathe, and he urges the other humans to put these things on. But in like the furore about all this, Johnny grabs one of the Psychlos guns and manages to work it and shoot like the wrangler that's wrangling them. That's a sentence I just said. In the confusion, he makes a run for it. He doesn't get far before all of a sudden he's smashed to the ground by introduction to John Travolta's character, Terrell, the head of security for this mining operation that they've got going on Earth. Yeah. Now, apparently John Travolta wanted originally to play Johnny Goodboy, but he realised he was too old. So he instead decided to play the head Psychlo character instead. Now, that's, to be fair, I think that's actually quite decent of John Travolta to realise that he's too old for the part. When I think there's a lot of these vanity projects where they would have been like, no, like, what's his name? Another Johnny in The Room. He's far too old to be Lisa's husband.
Oh, yeah.
Or
100%.
Husband-to-be.
And she's got a friend that's like much older than her. Like, it's a weird group of like people, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's like, well done to John Travolta. Kudos to him for going, actually, I'm too old to do this part. Let's pass it on to someone else.
Considering it's a vanity project as well, you'd think he'd be like, a bit deluded and like...
Loads of makeup. Makeup will make it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, he wears a load of makeup, but just makes himself uglier as well. Uglier. No offense, John Travolta.
Makes himself ugly.
Please don't turn Scientology against me. I think that's probably happened by calling L Ron Hubbard a madman earlier, I think. Oh, well. If there's any Scientologists listening, get help. Yeah. Get help. Seriously. You're in a cult. You are in a cult. Yes. It is a cult. I'm not even saying allegedly, because... It is, yeah. If they can sue us, we've got no money.
Yeah, what they're going to get.
Yep.
Nothing.
That's it. Absolutely. So yes, but by Johnny showing this resourcefulness, he kind of draws the respect of the other human slaves and, unfortunately, the interest of Terrell. Because Terrell drags him by the neck back to, like, the pen where they were going to be putting them. And he's like, someone tell me why this man human is running around. And one of the Psychlos is like, oh, he shot the Wrangler. And John Travolta's like, I'm not putting in a report that one of these man things managed to work one of our guns and shoot one of us.
Yeah.
And he's like, but that's what happened. So Terrell gives the gun to Johnny again and tells the other Wrangler, he says, well, go and take it off of him then. And the guy's like, but what if he shoots me? He says, well, if you don't take it off him, I'll shoot you anyway. Yeah. So he goes to get the gun, Johnny works it, kills yet another Psychlo. And this is like, oh, okay. Terrell is like, this is an interesting human, but nothing happens out of that at the moment. But this does introduce us to Tell. Tell is the head of security, but he's winding down his run as head of security on Earth, and he's looking to go back to the planet Psychlo. These are Psychlos from Psychlo. We are humans from human. Just think about how you name things.
Yeah.
Humans don't come from human. Psychlos come from Psychlo. I suppose Earthings come from Earth.
Yeah.
But would you call them Psychlos from Psychlo? You'd probably call them Cyclings.
Yeah.
From Psychlo.
Cyclings, yeah.
Martians are from Mars because women are from Venus.
Where's he going with this?
Oh, do you not remember that old book, Men Are From Mars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that was where I was going with that. It was a humorous. No, it wasn't a humorous joke, was it? I can see from your face, your eyes have glassed over. It wasn't humorous.
I'm just reminiscing about watching the movie.
Yeah. Whoa, wait a second. I think your pulse has stopped. Yeah. So anyway, Tell is getting himself ready to leave the planet because he's like, my tour of duty's done. I'm out of this shithole. He hates Earth with a passion. So at the same time, though, there was a visiting supervisor, and Terrell instantly goes into that. And this is a theme throughout the movie of like this corporation, this idea that the Psychlos aren't really a race, they're a corporation. And yeah, there's obviously some sort of moral about capitalism going on here and how it's bad for us, which I'm all down for. Capitalism is bad, okay? Capitalism's bad, okay? So Tell learns from this visiting supervisor that his temporary assignment on Earth is actually going to be extended indefinitely as punishment. And they're like, you shouldn't have messed around with the daughter of this politician. It's like, okay. Oh, he's such a bad boy. However, Terrell is absolutely desperate to leave, so he hatches a plan with his assistant Kerr. They know about a recently exposed gold deposit in an area with elevated radiation levels. Okay, now this is a really important plot point. Kerr is his second in command, but Kerr is a bumbling idiot played by Forrest Whitaker. Yes. And he's always trying to undermine Terrell, but Terrell is so brilliant, again, vanity movie, Terrell is so brilliant that he already has plans to undermine Kerr whenever he tries to undermine him. And it's like a cartoon, it's like a comic relationship. Yeah. The moments between the Psychlos are like some kind of terrible Monty Python sketch about aliens as corporations. There's this strange humour that goes through them of, you're trying to undercut me, but I've got this secret recording of you doing this, which I will send to the board of the corporation, and you will vaporize you.
They do laugh a lot, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they do. Their jokes are so hilarious to them. Yeah. But so Kerr had this deposit of gold that he found that he was waiting to discover after Terrell had left the planet. So Terrell's like, you are hiding this from me, blah, blah, blah. Oh, anyway. So gold is really valuable to the Psychlos, and they've been reporting losses from their mining operations. And they really want this gold, but because of the elevated radiation, the radiation that is in this area interacts with the air that the Psychlos use to breathe when they're outside of the dome.
Yes.
So if that air combines with the radiation, massive explosion. Chekhov's smoking radiation, by the way, everyone. Keep that in mind, okay, for the end of the film. So Tell and Kerr decide that they're going to train the humans to mine the gold. And Tell will use part of that income to bribe his way off the planet. Now, the only trouble is the humans are forbidden from learning how to mine. They are the slaves for everything else apart from the mining operations. And it's actually the miners are the Psychlos themselves because of the technology that they use for mining. They don't want the humans to learn the technology. Okay? Now, Tell places Johnny in a learning machine that rapidly teaches him the Psychlo language and technology. Now, unbeknownst to Terrell, Johnny starts to share his knowledge with the other slaves, but hides it from Terrell and Kerr. Now, Johnny attempts an escape attempt, but Terrell catches him, and what he does, he takes him to the Denver Library. I know, the library has existed 1,000 years after the fall of humanity. So he takes him to Denver Library, hoping to impress them that human knowledge is no match for the Psychlos. Okay? But while in the library, Johnny reads the Declaration of Independence, good old America. And reading the Declaration of Independence inspires him to seek not only escape from his captors, but reconquest of the earth entirely. Now, Johnny's fiancée, or wife-to-be, Chrissy, this woman who was waiting for him early in the movie, she gets captured while searching for him because she's back at the settlement in the Rocky Mountains and Johnny's horse comes running back and she thinks, oh my God, something's wrong. So she goes to find him. And, you know, wherever she is in the Rocky Mountains, she somehow gets close to Denver. So Chrissy's captured while searching for him. And Terrell shows Chrissy to him and that she's now been fitted with an explosive collar. So this is this kind of thing where Terrell's like, aha, I've now got leverage on you so I can make you do whatever I want kind of thing. And this is all the same kind of thing. He has leverage over Kerr. He has leverage over other politicians. Oh, honestly. But Terrell tells Johnny that she will be killed if he does not obey. And making an example of this, he kills a fellow slave called Sammy. Now, Terrell believes that the slaves are really subdued by this, and he blackmails the planet administrator to let him order the gold mining operation. Now, Johnny then receives further training on how to pilot the Psychlos aircraft, and he is then sent off to this big gold deposit to mine the site with a team of his own choosing. Now, he leaves half of the team with a tribe that they meet to do the mining operation, or not actually do the mining operation, but pretend to work. And the other half go and gather abandoned human weapons and take gold from Fort Knox to pass off as a mining production. So he learns about Fort Knox and the gold reserves there. And because Fort Knox is lead-lined, it doesn't show up on the Psychlos scanners. Yeah. So Johnny's thinking, well, the gold must still be in there, and so they don't have to mine it. So instead, they can spend the time learning how to fight, learning how to fly, and Johnny teaching the humans the knowledge that he's gained. So it's an interesting idea. However, we have to hold on in memory that all of the weapons and even the fighter jets that they end up with are 1,000 years old, and they're expected that they still work.
We did say this when we were watching it, didn't we? as if they would not rust in 1,000 years.
Yep.
I mean, if you left any vehicle, like, for a long period of time, the engine's not turning over, is it?
No.
So, I mean, I know even in lockdown,
Yeah.
I took the car out for a little run once a week because I wasn't using it.
Yep.
I just would drive it up and down the road a little bit, like take
Yeah.
it, a few miles, just because otherwise I get a flat battery.
Yep.
And then if I did need the car in like
Yeah.
an emergency or something, then it wouldn't be running. So
the amount of times I had to jump start my brother's car because he didn't go out at all.
Yeah. So it's things like that, isn't it? It's like, you even after that, just so the battery doesn't go flat.
Mm-hmm.
But if something was left for 1,000 years, it'd be a rust bucket, wouldn't it? It would just be useless.
Absolutely useless.
The engine
Jet
was seized
fuel.
up. It would.
How are they going to fly the jets with no jet fuel? Jet fuel isn't going to last 1,000 years.
No.
It doesn't last 6 months.
No.
I don't know about jet fuel, but I know your normal petrol, that goes off after at least 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't think any fuel lasts 6 months from its production, but yeah, I know. How do they expect it to happen? Okay, fine. Let's just give it a little bit of, I don't know, suspension of disbelief here. But yeah, that's a big suspension of disbelief.
I know.
So it's at this point as well that Kerr, Terrell's second in command, again tries to blackmail Terrell for a greater share of his gold. So again, he tries to get one up on Terrell. But unfortunately, Terrell, urged on by Johnny, Johnny kind of urges Terrell on to blackmail Kerr. That's what he's done. He's like, I found all these recordings and we can destroy them effectively, not realizing that Terrell has backup recordings of them.
Yeah.
So Kerr tries to blackmail Terrell, but Terrell recognizes the attempt, says that he's got more background recordings, and he just takes a gun and shoots off Kerr's hand. There you go. And Kerr is standing there with his hand shot off going, please don't kill me, I'll do better next time. Okay. Anyway, the humans launch their revolt. Okay, they assault the base while using jets to combat the Psychlo air defences, and they also use explosive to rupture the dome. The idea being the air for the Psychlos leaves the dome and they suffocate the Psychlos and end the fight really quickly and early.
Yeah.
The bomb that they use to destroy the dome doesn't destroy it. So Carlo, one of our guys from very early in the film that Johnny met, flies his plane he's flying one of the Psychlo spaceships. He flies it into the dome, shattering it and taking out all of the Psychlos. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Terrell orders the execution of all humans, and he also alerts the Psychlo homeworld to teleport an extermination force. Now, this is part of the humans' plan. As the teleporter activates, Johnny fights with Terrell, reattaching Chrissy's collar to his arm and tricking him into detonating it. But at the same time, the slave who had his head blown off, his brother, Mickey, rides that teleporter to the homeworld with a nuclear bomb. Now, we know that the radiation reacts with the Psychlo's air, causing an explosion.
Yep. So
he rides this teleporter with this nuclear weapon, fires it off. The resulting nuclear explosion and the radiation causes the atmosphere on Psychlo to incinerate and the entire planet to explode. So the Psychlos are completely taken out. The only ones left on the planet are a bare handful of Psychlos, Terrell and Kerr, and some other Psychlos, okay?
Yeah.
So now we're back at Fort Knox. Johnny gloats to a captive Terrell, telling him that surviving Psychlos will pay any price for him after they learn that his scheme is the one that led to their defeat, teaching Johnny all the knowledge in the world, giving Johnny the power to fight back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kerr, Terrell's second in command, agrees to teach Psychlo technology to the humans to help them rebuild Earth, and gloats along with them at Terrell, and he joins the humans. End of movie.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I know. There's so many stupid little bits that are missed out in that. So many kind of not board meetings, but meetings between Terrell and Kerr as they plot and scheme, and meetings between the humans as they bond and learn things. Lots of little stupid things I missed out there.
I've only got a couple of good things about this.
Yeah.
And I did write down. I didn't. I annoy myself. I wrote down line good, and then I wrote down roughly what it's about, but I didn't write down the actual line.
Oh no!
Why did I do that?
Why did you do that? What was it you wrote down? So I mean, I've got.
Have
good
you got
prop.
good lines?
I've got a couple of good lines.
I'm hoping you've got it then.
And the goody scene.
Okay, I've got a good line. Well, I haven't, but I'm hoping you've got it. And I've got a good scene and good. Hold on, what's this? Special effects.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That surprises me. Good special effects.
Yeah, only because it made me laugh.
Oh, okay. It's
and
not
again,
actually good. It's just funny.
My note's incomplete because I think I was too busy typing out notes and I didn't get a chance to type it all.
Oh, okay. Do you want to start with that special effects then?
Yeah.
We'll get
so it was when I put JT. Would that be Johnny?
John Travolta.
Oh, it might be John Travolta. Yeah, John Travolta's character.
It doesn't help because it's Johnny
No,
Goodboy
I know.
Tyler. Yeah.
I know. He throws like this little ball into the wall, and then a little hologram man pops up. Do you remember that bit?
Yes.
I can't remember which part of the movie it is. But this little hologram, it's like a little old man, and it's so softly spoken, and it goes, "Excuse me, and then said, I don't even know what he was called. Like, I'm a so and so. I don't know what they called them.
It's a particular race of alien that was subjugated by the Psychlos.
But it was just like this little meek, mild, like an old man, and it was just. I just thought, if you're going to do that and you're going to have like a hologram, I just imagined it would be something a bit more, I don't know, like threatening or like just a bit of a stronger character. But it was this like little meek thing with a little squeaky voice.
So I think
it just made me laugh.
I think the idea of it was that this was Johnny's teacher, and the little thing says, if you're seeing this, our race has probably been completely obliterated by the Psychlos. Blah blah blah. Please allow me to teach you. Yeah, but it's so stupid looking.
It just made me laugh because it was just not what you'd expect. It was just, it was really silly, and it had this stupid little voice, like pathetic little meek little voice. And I just didn't expect that to come out. Like, yeah. So it just made me laugh.
It's almost like nobody filming the scene knew what it was going to look like.
No.
And so whoever created the special effects for it was just like, this movie's so stupid. I'm just going to do whatever with
it was
this.
Also the voice, because it was just like, excuse me.
Please allow me to teach you if you don't mind. Oh.
It was just,
Yeah, no, I know it was a bit odd. I didn't write that one down actually, but yeah, I'm surprised. Did I put it down in bad? I just need to double check that. But anyway, I do have some bad special effects, but it's not that one. Right. What else did you get? You said you had a line, but you didn't.
I'm hoping you've written the line down.
Okay.
There was some sort of line about a password not being easy to guess.
Oh yeah.
Have you got that one?
I think I put it down in bad.
I've just been frantically looking up. I've just been trying to frantically find it on Google, but I can't find that actual quote. There's loads of quotes from the movie, but I couldn't find that one.
Yes, I know what you mean. So this is the point in the film where Johnny has learnt some of the Psychlos language, and he's been reading a lot of, technical guides, effectively. And one technical guide he's reading out is about basically password security.
Yeah.
And the guide was saying engineers should make their password a minimum of 8 characters and not easy to guess. So don't use any personal information.
Yeah.
And they deduct from that. They go, oh, we'll try this password. And it doesn't work. And they go, we'll try it backwards. And it works. And it's basically just a scene about social engineering and breaking people's passwords because people are idiots and don't put strong passwords. Yeah. And it's the same in the year 3000. Yeah. And my great granddaughter, although she lives underwater, doesn't use a proper password.
Yeah. I mean, it's 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 a little IT joke there.
Yeah, I know.
The IT people at work that have a go at me quite regularly for your password's not strong enough, change it. And I'm like, but I won't remember it if I do a complicated one. So it's an easy one because I will forget it every time.
A good
and
way.
you can't write them down.
A good thing for a password is to make them stronger is to, like, I mean, obviously not using a word that's normally in the dictionary and things like that.
Yeah.
But I always change any letters for numbers.
Yeah.
As well. And that is like, okay, I can kind of remember that because I just replace it with I've got, it's not like I don't like replace 3s with E. I have a system for replacing letters with numbers. So it's not, I can't replace it. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although I did something really stupid the other day, right?
Yeah.
I was typing in I was loading up a program called Discord because I was going to go chat with my mates while I was playing online.
Yeah.
But I was also trying to log into my Apple TV, and I typed in my password as Discord opened up. Okay.
Yeah.
And I typed in the password, hit enter, but because Discord opened it up, it took over, and I typed my password into Discord into the channel, and I was like, ooh, deleted it really quickly. I was like, how annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, had to change the password because I was too paranoid. But yeah, crikey. Oh, my heart was in my throat for a moment though.
I mean, you just can't be too careful now because people just hack into everything, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So easily.
Yeah. I mean, like, Marks and Spencer's had a big hack recently. Co-op had a big hack recently. Yeah. Bastards. Anyway, yeah, that was funny. I think I meant to write. Yeah, I meant to write that down myself, but I didn't. But anyway, yes, that was. I did enjoy that one.
Yeah.
Right. What else we got? I've got a good line.
Okay.
So. Oh no, I did write it down. It's
did?
literally here. After John is given all the knowledge, he's reading a technical guide and reads that the password should contain 8 letters but not personal data. There you go. I did bloody write it down. Oh, you knobhead. I don't actually have any other good lines from this film though, because there were moments in it though with like John Travolta's character where he's trying really hard to play this like camp villain, and you know, there's just these odd bits. I noted down this one, right, where in his office, there's like this sloped ceiling.
Yeah.
And he turns, and Psychlos are really tall, but you would imagine that their architecture would be built to accommodate their size.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
You would think. But no, Tell turns round and bangs his head against this like sloped ceiling, and he's like, oh crap, lousy ceiling. I thought I told you to get some man animals in here and fix it. Like,
what?
I know.
Oh, there is another line which I think it was their attempt at humour, which wasn't funny. But, I just was reminded that of when I was trying to look up that other line, and it was they find a photo of a car with a dog in the passenger seat, and they're like, what is this species? And then someone else says, well, according to the Klinko historians, the species is called dog. Yep. Yes, obviously the superior race having the man animal chauffeur it around, so they basically think dogs are superior because they're being driven around by humans.
Yes,
I think that was their attempt at humour, but it wasn't really funny.
I know, it just and I was so close to appreciating that, but it just
didn't quite come off, did it?
Didn't come off.
No.
I'm sure there's a good joke there somehow.
I'm sure there is,
but it was so forced.
It's almost like alluding to a joke, but not quite making a joke.
Yeah, it's not hitting the punchline.
No.
Yeah.
But I think they attempted some humour there.
Yeah, and the important thing is never try.
Never try, yeah. And the lesson is never try.
Oh yeah, the lesson is, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh.
So have you got anything else good?
Yes. I've got one more good thing. Well, I've got good props, and I've got a good scene.
Okay.
I suppose. And it's not a good scene, it just made me laugh at how stupid it was, I suppose.
Okay.
But I had a good prop, and it's them using the statues and the mannequins as people who are frozen in time, punished by the gods. And I think that was a really clever idea. Because
I guess they wouldn't know different, would they?
No. How could they? 3,000 years later, How could they know? I mean,
Yeah.
they've got these things in the middle of streets, in the middle of towns and cities, these great big monuments or whatever they are.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, people must have worshipped those.
Yeah.
You know? And then there was a little bit where when they walk into the mall and they see these mannequins and they're like, oh, God, those people must have really pissed off the gods if they've frozen them in time, you know? I thought that was a good little touch. And, like, where humanity has kind of gone backwards, yeah, it was an interesting idea. But ultimately then it was, again, something that was just kind of lost and not then touched on ever again, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose where Johnny does get the knowledge, he kind of passes it on that these weren't gods, these were cities. It wasn't gods that built these cities, it was us as humans that built these cities. So it just goes to show how little knowledge there was being passed down through humans as, I guess, we were exterminated by the Psychlos. Oh, what a nice thought. Anyway. So I do have a final last good scene. Okay. So Terrell's second in command.
Yeah.
This is where he finally gets leverage over Terrell. And he says to him, I'm happy with the 80-20 split on the gold, but the 80% is mine now. Now, he's like, with this extra money, I will fire all of my current wives and hire new ones.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, this isn't what made it a good scene. That's the thing he says.
Yeah.
And that's when Terrell's like, no, because actually I've got you in the palm of my hand because you're a terrible assistant, basically.
Yeah.
You haven't got a clue how to blackmail people. And actually, I've been waiting for you to do this kind of thing. You know, not words to this effect. He's like, basically, I've outsmarted you before you've even tried to outsmart me.
Yeah.
Because I'm so amazing. I wrote the book on corporate espionage kind of attitude. Ultimately, this scene ends up with Kerr having his hand shot off, and I think he deserved it for that line about the wives.
Yeah.
And I just liked that scene because he came in so proud of himself, and the thing is, Johnny led him to revolt against Terrell, and then he gets his hand shot off. But then Kerr is only so happy to join the humans at a later date anyway. And he's not a bit pissed off that you were manipulated by Johnny into getting your hand shot off? I don't know. I think I might be a little bit pissed off.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, you're not going to be happy about it.
No. But, give him a hand. He did try.
Your jokes are as bad as the one in this movie.
No, I know. It was terrible. Yeah, I don't have anything else good about this film. I've got bad. I've got bad. But I don't have anything good.
I've got a good scene. Well, it wasn't a good scene. It was just a little thing that made me laugh in the scene. So there's a point where the aliens are showering the humans. They shower them down.
Yes.
And then, but they're all. It just made me laugh because the humans are like they're putting their arms up and sort of turning away, but they're being so dramatic about it. Like, I'm being showered, like as if they're being tortured, and it's like, yeah, they're literally showering you. It's not. I mean, the water might be cold. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But it's like it's not the most horrific thing they could be doing to you. They could be torturing you, and you're just being so dramatic about this shower.
I remember that scene, and I remember sitting there thinking that they're not really doing anything very well to kind of control these humans.
No,
because the humans are attacking them as well while they're being showered, and it's like,
I know.
Can you? What's happening here? Get some order. If I was in charge of these cyclists, I'd be like reprimanding people. It was like, why are you so useless?
Yeah.
And I realised why they're so useless at handling the humans. Because they're just normal humans on massive stilts with really bulky outfits on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
so they can't... The humans are moving and fighting against this.
Yeah.
And
they
these guys are trying to keep their
range
balance.
of motion, have they?
No.
We were talking about their costume in the bad because on
100%.
the flip side, because they were shocking.
Yeah.
The only other good thing I've got, which I put down as good, I think we chuckled at the Human Processing Centre, Denver, didn't we?
Oh, I did put that down in bad.
Oh, you put it down in bad?
But I think I
thought
think
it made us giggle.
Yeah, but we did chuckle at it. Maybe I think actually it should be in the good though in hindsight from what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just
Do you
like
want me to say what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. So when Johnny is taken by the Psychlos at the beginning of the film, the Psychlos' home sort of base is in Denver. And when they land in Denver, the description is Human Processing Center, Denver.
Yeah.
And I don't know Denver very well. And I made the joke of, so just modern day Denver then. I don't know Denver well enough. If you're in Denver, would you describe it as just a human processing center?
Then apologies, sorry.
Yeah, if it isn't, apologies.
Yeah.
But that made me chuckle, Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so how would you improve this movie?
Oh, I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it. No, it wouldn't be made. I know that's probably a real cop-out, but just don't make it. No, I don't know. I think the movie's really disjointed because the Psycho parts are trying to be this kind of funny commentary on bumbling corporations. And then...
See, that's one of my points is make it shorter, but
Yes.
also put some humour in, like some real humour.
Real humour.
A few little attempts at it, but it wasn't.
But I think that's because the movie isn't supposed to be a comedy.
No.
And because they've tried to inject these comedic moments in there, it just falls so flat.
You can still have comedy in a drama, though, or like you can still have little comedy moments.
I went to see
genre.
the movie Weapons, and I laughed my arse off.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
I really want to see that now, but you can definitely have humour in any genre, can't you?
Yeah, but I think that
didn't
the issue with the film is that they didn't go one way or the other. That too much is in the middle. So they tried a little bit of comedy, but they didn't really commit to it. Yeah. They tried this kind of heroic storyline for Johnny Goodboy where we're supposed to care about him and his struggle to free humanity, but we don't really care about them very much either. So they kind of half-arsed the hero storyline because he's only the hero because he's just given all this knowledge by the Psychlos. And if that didn't happen in a really convoluted way, then the rebellion would never have happened either. So he didn't really win a victory. The Psychlos were stupid by giving him this knowledge. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to redeem this film other than just say the only way to make it better is to just not make it.
Yeah.
And that's that. I never thought I'd find myself saying that about a movie.
So with that in mind, what are you scoring it?
0.
I was thinking even -1.
Yeah, I know.
Can we give it minus because it was so bad?
I think I'm going to give it 0. I'm going to give it 0. I did nearly think, although like maybe I could go with a minus, but I think a 0 is
generous.
Is generous, but I'm feeling generous because I was really ungenerous with the how would I make this better? Just don't make it.
Yeah.
So it's getting plus a star from -1 to 0 because I feel a bit mean. That's this is my scoring technique. I feel a bit bad. Let's let's give it some love.
Follow David for more life hacks. I'm giving it -1.
Yeah,
because I found it so hard to watch. I mean, I know it was long. I know it was 2 hours, and we're used to about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I know it was getting late, but we normally manage to finish the movie.
We do.
We just power through.
Yeah.
And I honestly was sitting there thinking, I would just love to just stop watching this right now. And then it was a real chore to finish it.
Yeah, it was. I actually thought this was going to be the first movie for the podcast where we were just like, nope, that's it.
Yeah.
Just stop. No, can't finish it. I mean, we had to watch it separately to finish it off because otherwise I think we'd just have been like, nope, didn't do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, we couldn't hack it. And that's hard.
We've not had a movie that we've covered for the podcast where we've actually turned it off, have we?
No, we haven't.
We've had other movies where we've watched them for fun and then we've just been like, no, we can't even do this.
If you're interested, those movies were Dish Dogs and
awful.
Jurassic Thunder, I think.
Was it Jurassic Thunder?
It was something about, dinosaurs and a
Yeah.
Donald Trump-like president. And
Yeah, that was awful as well.
Yeah, dreadful.
Yeah, so this was a real slog. I mean, genuinely, this is. I know we say it all the time, but this really is one that we've watched, so you don't have to I would say to everybody, don't waste your time.
Yeah, no, absolutely don't. Absolutely don't. I mean, you do you, boo, if you want to. Absolutely.
I mean, sometimes we're like, oh, just look up these certain scenes on YouTube, or don't watch the whole movie, but watch these little bits because they're quite funny. But no, this one I'd be like, not even that. Don't even look up any of it. It was just, it's not worth your time. Yeah. It's just not worth wasting your time.
This movie cost $73 million as an estimated cost. Okay.
Doesn't look like it did.
And there was a little bit of a controversy around that because the company that distributed it or produced it, called Franchise Pictures, the Wall Street Journal reported that the FBI was probing the question of whether some independent motion picture companies had vastly inflated the budget of films in an effort to scam investors. And in December 2000, the German-based Entertainment AG filed a lawsuit against Franchise Pictures, alleging that Franchise Pictures had fraudulently inflated budgets in films, including Battlefield Earth, that Entertainment had helped to finance. Entertainment had agreed to pay 47% of the production costs of several films in exchange for European distribution rights, but ended up paying between 60 and 90% of the costs instead. So, yeah, the film is kind of mired in a background of how much did it actually cost and how much was it reported to cost. And Entertainment alleged that Franchise Pictures had defrauded it to the tune of over $75 million. Yeah. So Bank Records, Franchise Productions Bank records the real cost of Battlefield Earth as $44 million, not the $75 million that was declared.
Wow.
So yeah. Now, so bearing in mind, the estimated budget of $73 million, actually more like $44 million. The movie grossed worldwide $29 million. So either way you look at it, it was still a loss no matter what.
Yeah.
But somebody walked away with $31 million.
Jeez.
Or $29 million, sorry,
That's
of
crazy.
excess funds there. That was Jobs for the Boys, that one, wasn't it? That's UK government record levels of PPE equipment and created by the pals.
For their mates, yeah.
Oh yeah, fast track for PPE equipment. Oh, all of these are my friends. What a surprise.
Oh, that's a coincidence.
Yeah, you have the millions. You have a contract. You have a contract.
Yeah.
Everybody has a contract. I think even I might have missed a letter. Maybe my contract came through the post and I missed a check for like 30 million because I put some tissues with some rubber bands and created my own face masks. What? They That's go crazy, over your ears, they cover your mouth, they might not last more than 20 seconds, but that doesn't matter. You've got 180 of them in one roll.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me started on the government, please, because they're just a joke.
They are a joke. Hey, Emma, we need to go and record the flip side now.
I was just going to say, thank goodness we've done that one now, but we've got to do the flip side.
I have to live this again, editing it.
Although at least, I know, poor you, at least we are talking about the bad bits, and there are more bad bits on the flip side.
Yeah, there are.
So we've got more to talk about, I guess.
More to talk about.
We can
probably
really
the 80s.
Probably a bit of the 80s. You've always got to be on, a bit wary of that. It might be a lot of 80s speak. 80s and 90s, to be fair. I don't discriminate.
Yeah, we do hit the 90s as well. Yeah. More the 80s. That is your real passion.
Well, it is, but I was kind of teenage years in the 90s, so
that's the real years you remember.
Yeah.
You have a love for the 80s. That's the real nostalgia, but the 90s are the days you remember.
90s is all like the boy bands and the teen magazines and all of that. Well, no,
magazines.
Not as a boy you wouldn't be, but
no, I wasn't into the girl bands.
And like recording the charts on the radio, which was illegal, but we all did it.
Yeah, starting and trying to stop recording it.
Why
before
was that illegal? Was it illegal?
Yeah, because it's
because copyright.
Yeah, it's copyright infringement, isn't it? You're
you're
creating a recording.
So I never did that. If any police officers are listening,
and when I was young, we never had two VCRs recording the videos from the video store onto
you heard all the dodgy guys that went around, didn't they, selling VHS like, I've got all these movies like cheap, and they were just like dodgy copies, pirated copies.
So I'm going to confess to something here.
You took a camcorder into the cinema and recorded.
No.
That was awful when people did that.
I know, and
terrible quality.
And
you've got people's heads in front as well.
Yeah,
like,
and people laughing, and then all of a sudden the camera would disappear, and it'd be a black screen because someone's coming to check. Oh my god,
terrible.
So I don't know if I should confess this on recording.
Okay, well, how long ago was it?
I don't know what the statute of limitations are here, Emma.
Oh, okay.
But no one can prove this. So allegedly, what I did was this. So I used to take the kids camping a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I had a lot of camping gear, but it was all bought and paid for by illegally burning DVDs and selling them at work for £3 a piece. I know. I would say, what movie do you want?
That's cheap.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And I would take orders and I would just burn DVDs of movies and go like, there you go, £3, £3. Yep. That paid
you would be
for,
if you had done that.
That paid for an 8-man tent.
Yeah.
That paid for an extra kind of room to attach to the 8-man tent.
Wow.
That paid for, cooking equipment. That paid for all the camping equipment. All of it. Bought and paid for with illicit funds, allegedly.
You must have been selling some...
Yeah,
£3 a pop.
Yeah, because it was like, loads. Yeah, because it's like £3 a pop, and like people were like, I was like, what films you got? I can get any film you want, any film. New films doesn't matter, and if I couldn't get it, I'd tell them I can't get it, But I could basically get everything, and so there'd be people coming in like being, oh yeah, I'll have that film, and it'd be like, yeah, okay, £15, £15. Yeah, but I never did a deal, and I was like, oh yeah. It's £3 each, 3 for a tenner. The people I work with would pay that tenner. Oh, three for a tenner. Yeah, I'll pay that.
You get like you get deals in the supermarket all the time. I see them all the time, and they're like £2 each.
Yeah.
Or £4 for two, and you're like, that's the same. That's not a better offer. Or sometimes the offer is worse than buying them individually, and you're like, what?
That's the bad thing. When you go to Tesco's and you get club card prices, you'll see like a normal offer of buy 2 for £6.
Yeah.
But then if you buy one, the club card price is like £1.80.
Yeah, I know. And you're like, what?
No.
I see it all the time, and I think who's doing these deals?
So the actual price is £1.80. You're just inflating the price because I've not signed up to a club card.
So I'm buying more, and you're making it more expensive.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's crazy. And also, if I want 2, but I just want the individual price, how do I do that on the till? It's going to go through the offer, isn't it?
Yeah, it does automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nightmare.
Oh,
As if they're not ripping us off enough in the supermarkets at the moment.
Oh, I know.
Prices are ridiculous.
It's stupid. I go shopping 2 times a week because I buy a lot of fresh stuff for myself.
Yeah.
So I have to do regular shops, and it's always just like, I mean, I'm a single person buying for myself.
And they're going to put it up again, apparently.
And it just costs and costs and costs.
How do they get away with it? They're making record profits.
Yeah, I know.
And they're just putting them up. They're just putting the price up again.
Yeah, because they don't care about us. It's because one day the human race will realise that there's more of us poor people than the rich people.
Yes.
And we'll stop fighting amongst ourselves. We'll stop being distracted. I'm going on a rant here, everyone. We'll stop being distracted by these crappy immigration sort of bullshit stories we get. We'll stop being distracted by, all these Muslims coming over here and taking over our country. And then we'll realise, wait a second, we're all just human beings that are being manipulated by rich people. Yeah. And then we just have to kill them and divide their spoils up amongst ourselves and be happy.
Yeah.
One day it will happen. Do you know what? I'm going to start it tomorrow. Who's with me? I'll insert the sound of crickets at this point.
Oh, a bale of hay just went.
A bale of hay? You mean a bale of hay?
A bale of hay. What am I? No, not a bale of hay. A tumbleweed. That's what I'm thinking of.
Just a big rectangular huge. Bale of hay. Clunk, clunk.
A tumbleweed is quite a different thing. That is what I meant.
inside that bale of hay is a
I was
billionaire
like,
going,
when you
he's
first
onto
said,
us.
when you first said that, I was like, what if I said wrong? And didn't even realise. I was like, it's hay. And then I was like, no, a tumbleweed is not a bale of hay.
I mean, what makes up a tumbleweed?
Quite different.
What is a tumbleweed in the
don't
long
know.
run? Is it just broken up twigs from desert plants that have just gotten caught up with one another?
No idea. Shall I
Like,
look
if
it
you
up?
live in a desert place and you've seen a tumbleweed, what is it? What is it? I'd really like to know.
It's a plant or plant part that detaches from its roots and rolls across the ground, propelled by the wind.
Propelled by the wind.
Typically in arid or semi-arid regions, it helps the plant spread its seed.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Not a bale of hay.
You learn something new every day, listeners. I
I've
think
just learned something new as well.
I think we're just rambling now, Emma,
We
aren't
are.
we? We
You
are
can probably cut
terrible.
this whole bit out.
We're terrible. I won't
No, you won't.
because it's
but
good.
we could do.
It's good chat.
Is it?
Yeah, our listeners love listening to us chat
Okay.
if they get this far.
True.
Like most of the people that
Not many
listen
of them
to
do,
us,
I imagine.
most of the people that listen to us on our YouTube channel, a fair few listen through, and we sometimes get comments being like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
really like this episode." And to those people, if you're listening, we absolutely love you.
Yeah.
We don't normally say hello to our YouTube listeners, but hello,
No, we
guys.
don't actually do it, yeah.
We love you. Thank you so much. But most people that come to our channel, they're looking for the movie to watch,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
they're like, "This isn't,
They're
the,
like, "This
movie,"
isn't the movie.
and they leave.
Yeah.
But
What can you
maybe
do?
if I say at the beginning of the podcast, "Keep listening, guys. The movie starts in a moment,"
Yeah.
and
We
then
can
go,
get
"Don't
most
worry."
of the way through.
10 minutes in, don't worry,
Yeah.
guys. Honestly, the movie's going to start in a moment.
That's mean.
I know. But then when we come back from the break, we'll be like, "Oh, wasn't that movie great, everyone? Did you
Yeah.
all see it?" Oh, it must have been a glitch if you didn't. Anyway, Emma, shall we just say goodbye?
Yes.
Oh, no, we can't.
Why?
Because we're going to go film the flip side, okay? But if you want to join us on the flip side, this is the final episode of the season.
Yes.
So do come over to the flip side. The episode's going to be released 1 week after this episode being released. So if it's more than 1 week after this episode's been released, it will be available on the flip side for you now. But you can join us on the flip side. How many times can I say the flip side in this rambling sentence? On www.patreon.com/ICBadMovies. And for the really, really low price of $3 a month, I think that is the lowest it can go.
Yeah.
Before we start having to pay Patreon for you joining us, which ain't going to happen. But for $3 a month, you do get all of our back catalogue. You also get the main episodes a day early when I remember to edit them.
Yes.
I got home last night at 10 o'clock at night and went, I need to edit the episode and get it released on Patreon. I managed it, but it was a close run thing before it came into today. So, well, sorry guys, I love you, but it was a busy weekend.
But life happens,
Life happens. But yeah, come and join us there. It would be wonderful to see more of you on there.
Yes.
Because we've got...
And it helps us pay for the movies. We have to rent a lot of them.
Yeah, we do.
So it helps us pay for movies.
And also our little outing.
A little outing.
A little outing tomorrow.
And also things like sometimes we do have to have tea and biscuits and things.
Yes.
Refreshments. We need to... Sometimes.
A reason for
We don't
Emma to
energy
get
levels.
up and make a cup of tea instead of watching Battlefield Earth is...
Sometimes I will make quite a few drinks if the film's quite boring. I just need to go to Lou. Oh, cup of tea.
And then I have to drive quite quickly home because I'm like, oh, that tea's really working through me now.
Those 5 cups of tea was maybe too many.
Right. Come and join us there. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.